26's home map in a lot of regards. That's the dive comes in, goes up top. Can they evict him?
They are going up top immediately, and it hits Painter. Talia moving in for 3 swift kills. Once he got up top, that was all said and done, and he has opened the door for eUnited and then some.
Called him the final boss. That's 4 kills right away. You're going to have to deal with value. It's going to be interesting to see if Tvik chooses to go after.
Good sound bear engage, but eUnited's right there. They answer with the sound bear of their own.
Yeah, absolutely, and there was some nice stall out there late from Tvik, just on the cart, making sure they can't get in. But speaking of tracers, Valataja ended this one before it could begin. It is now 6v4 on the cart, all over but the crying for Reinforce, trying to take some of this down. Should Reinforce use like a... Tvik does not need a pulse bomb when you just one-clip a Zenyatta like that. They're going to go in regardless of that. The sound barrier starts it off. They've been really favoring giving Reinforce this boost a lot of the time. He's a little bit out of the mix right now. It will wear off.
Well, everyone deep dove and Reinforce was stuck in the back with really no one to go in on. So eUnited creating another opportunity here. Sharik, the Primal Rage is out. Booping and bopping Misfits off of this payload right now. Reinforce a Primal Rage in turn. Still, the momentum is here with eUnited. The Pulse Bomb is up here from Value. If he can just lob it into the spawn door, and everything going eUnited's way here. Misfits is in desperation. Now they have to come out here, try and stall it out, and look for a miracle kill to get this back. But it is looking grim indeed as eUnited is piling on right now, X.
A lot of people give Boombox credit for his fragging, and you should. You saw headshot after headshot throughout that. He was able to take down
watch station set up there, but here comes Misfits this time around. Reinforce making room near Car Wash, trying to at least secure the low ground here as eUnited just very firmly on top of the high ground, and they're laying in consistent damage as the bomb explodes. Valataja again decimating the backline supports of Misfits, and this has been a brutal dive defense here so far from eUnited.
It's been very nice for them, but one of the setups there was a great dash by Cruz to go all the way through there. He got the soldier's attention, able to fit.
Sharik in the backline, Primal Rage has to back out. Not really that healthy here anymore. And Nevix, a blade of his own, coming out, going to the back, looking for anything he can get here, but it's rather dry as he gets taken down by Morte. Morte ejecting him, not having any of his blade, as Morte goes off, finding his moments as Lucia.
That's how you get Tinnitus. Tinnitus, no joke. I think I have it. It's not fun. Regardless, that is going to be almost a push there towards the end. Tvik is going to come in, try to equalize a little bit. He's not been landing the giant bombs that other people have as Morte continues to murder with the power of music.
eUnited's defense has been an iron wall here thus far. But here come the Misfits. Their final opportunity abounds. They chase down Volume into the server room, but Cruz finds Mineral in the beginning. The Transcendence comes out just too late to save Mineral here, and eUnited already at an advantage. Misfits not giving up here yet, though, Hex, as both teams trading out somewhat evenly in the payload. eUnited, though, starting to get control.
They've had to pay so much attention to Valor. The defense matrix was going towards him in the server room the entire time, just trying to keep the Zenyatta alive, knowing that he is the lurking threat. Meanwhile, while you're paying attention to that, the rest of the team pops ults, cleans it up, and this is very similar.
Had something in mind, they'd probably swap to it by round 3. Either way, though, we're opening up here on the Sanctum Hex.
And sadly, no Junkrat on Sanctum, no Orisa on Sanctum. The one map, the one stage that people have experimented a little bit on. It's going to see pretty much mirror matches here as the dives will come in and see who gets the first kill.
Misfits being far more aggressive this time, although who knows if it's going to work out. They just back off, punish Reinforce early on, but it's very even. Manitin takes advantage of the early opening, but again, Valataja is unchecked. He's still in this fight, still at full health. It's got to come down to Value versus Manitin here in just a moment.
Yeah, Manitin putting on a clinic as the 76, but it's a low numbers fight now. Value might be coming in here just to try to stall it out a little bit, but unnecessary.
Dragon Blade should be night-night here for eUnited, but will be executed well. There's a sound barrier. Nevik still holding on to the blade, but so much can be used here for Misfits still. There's the blade, they get the first kill, and this is going about as expected so far. Oh no.
I don't know what happened to Morte there. It's an odd break it down, but he's able to climb back up. Magic rollerblades are very useful. They also transcend on the point, but despite those support ultimates coming in, it's not the follow through for the team. That was not the cleanest looking of engagements from eUnited. Morte was in an odd position, broke it down in relationships, so you have to have mental strength here. Both teams diving early on, getting all of that cleave damage. This is how you always see this map open.
Misfits coming in with a much better flanking position here, and yet they don't come out unscathed. Reinforce has to give up his life as 5 versus 5 as eUnited takes refuge here in the building. The onslaught from Misfits, absolutely relentless here. And finally, they get their men. They will make that into a party room of death. As a result, Misfits on the verge of taking this first point, although Volitalia still alive and waiting in the wings.
Hey, this is why I don't mind not getting invited to your parties, because I just don't understand how it's ever a party room.
Stay alive as 6, but for how long? Mineral under heavy pressure into the back. Oh, Sharik just takes down Zebosai, an angry Winston in a close quarter situation. Not what you want to fight. 5 versus 5, but Volitalia opened up to go around, as it is going to be unfixed just with what will be the round-winning cleanup.
Baby Diva taking a ride on eUnited Airlines there, getting reaccommodated off the edge.
Yeah. On the Paul. Neither team actually going too deep into each other, but here comes eUnited Shriek. Gonna lead the way, the first one in, but the first one dead. Reinforce goes back to help his team. A bit of a counter engage here from Misfits that could pay heavy dividends here. As you take a look at eUnited, they are getting pushed back. They don't have their Winston anymore. They have to deal with a fully fledged Misfits team, and they're just getting bullied off the point.
In these kind of compositions, it's so difficult once you lose your Winston. However, they've equalized as Cruz comes back, takes down Reinforce.
Well, the scary thing here is that Shriek's going to be back in a moment, so the shoe's going to be on the other foot, and Misfits is getting thrown back, so they weren't able to capitalize on that advantage. Zebo immediately, and now they have to burn everything just for a chance of staying alive in this fight.
Yeah, that is the light that says go, but the engagement will come in. Boombox gets another kill onto Vic, who went back there. Yes, he leaves him the parting gift, but Boombox is probably fine with that. He has gotten 2 important kills, all in favor of eUnited right now. Misfits has to find something just to stall out.
People thought boomboxes went out of style in the 90s, but it is 2017, and this boombox is banging right now as eUnited is able to come back in, retake control of the point. We'll see if Misfits can even stall this out, but they are running into a meat grinder, even if they do. As you see Cruz moving in, the blade is out, slicing his way through, bit deflection into the back, a little bit of rifle butt in his face as Misfits desperately looking for a way of keeping this round in contest, but overtime is ticking away, and they get onto it just in time, only to die.
Only to die. We need to check Google Trends later, since Boombox has been playing Overwatch, to see how many people have Googled what is a boombox. I think we might be dating ourselves a little bit. You know, sometimes you expect to see out of Europe, they all run Zen, and Boombox is probably the best end in Europe right now. It's hard to argue with the results.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Boombox!
Stop it.
Okay.
Stop it.
This is just, I don't even, Misfits is losing people early on these fights from incredibly well-timed Zen charges. This is brutal. eUnited is getting fights for free off of what Boombox is doing.
I don't even know why they run a Widow on some maps. Why not just let Boombox do what he does? It's clearly his best attribute. He's got some sort of... Eventually, they just took him out with Winston versus Zen 1v1.
Well, this could be the final fight here on the way. Misfits pressuring in, Transcendence and Tac Visor leading the way, but eUnited, they clear out. They are out of there immediately. They don't give any value to that immediately. And here comes the Dragon Blade, but it might be late. Vic finally hit a bit of power there, and Cruz, he's out of it.
Power spiking down into looking for the golds. If anyone knows it's down there, it would be Zenyatta. Misfits able to get that fight. Maybe, well, I don't know anymore, because that pulse bomb could have been nice for some stall out. I don't think they're even gonna get back to the point.
It's going to be difficult for eUnited to touch a point here again. Misfits knows it. That's why they're coming out here. And look at this. Sharik gets the point just in time. Crosses the plane. We are in overtime. And Zebosai is down. eUnited might be bringing this back after an incredibly epic dive from Sharik. Who knows where we're going here? Hex says Sharik has 2. Cruz piling on the Dragon Blade. Misfits thought they had this one, but they are getting rejected by eUnited here.
What was Winston's icon from the Summer Games? Because it should be triple jump. Because that was insane. A beautiful leap, a reset from Primal Rage, a leap back on, takes control of the point.
And now it's Misfits on the back foot. Down players desperately delaying. Mineral gives up his life for the cause. Maniton sliced into pieces. And eUnited brings it back after what was the most epic Winston leaps we have seen.